Hello guys, what's up? And sorry about the dark thing. It's the lighting, sorry. I'm here. I'm gonna be doing back up or back it up. Um I'm gonna be doing a spoiler-free review of a movie that I watched not long ago, and also I did watch last year as well, but it's been a while and it came on TV recently and I was like, yep, picked it up on DVD today and it's called The Ritual. Um It is a horror film. It is a British horror film, and it's really good. Like it's a really good horror film. It's got I think it's got like British actors in it as well. And yes, they are these actors. There's only like a few protagonists. There's four, and then there's one other main character that you'll meet later. Apart from that, this is a very small cast. There isn't a lot of cast members in this, and that's what I appreciate. I appreciate sometimes with big budget movies, you gotta have big amounts of cast and stuff like that. But yeah, you've just gotta, it's basically like this film. You could tell it was done on a low budget. I think it was done on a low budget. I think, but anyway, this movie received lots of praise. It says by far the best horror movie of the year, and it has for MTV it had one, two, three, 4 star. All of them had 4 stars, and on the back it has one, two, 4 stars as well. And I agree with it, to be honest. And by the way, this is what it looks like in the case. They only done it on DVD, which kind of is bad. It's bad if they do it on. I wish they'd done it on Blu-ray, if you know what I mean, because it would be quite cool. But I don't mind it on DVD because it's still a good quality anyway. Um, and basically the characters called. We have one named Luke, who's played by Rafe Spall. We had Hutch, who's played by Robert Hutch, who's a character named Hutch, who's played by Robert James Kohler, and Phil, who play Phil, and the actor who plays him is Ashra Ali, and Dom is played by Sam Toffington. And yeah, they decide to take a hiking trip deep in the Swedish wilderness in order to bond and reminisce old times. Also, at the start, I'm not going to spoil it, but they come across a very tragic event, and they try and reminisce this event. Trust me, it is bad. It is like, oh my god, shock value time, but also it does serve a purpose when the story starts. Yeah, they soon found themselves hopelessly lost in the woods. Night comes closer, but they are not alone. Someone or something malevolent is watching them, intent on making them face their deepest fears and ensuring they never leave. So basically, yeah, you do come across something evil, something lurking, something watching them and doing these horrible things. And basically, you do witness these, and it is literally, I'm not going to spoil it, but let's just say they should have gone to Ibiza, as it says on the back. The music is fantastic. The suspense is there. It's also, I found it at times to be very suspenseful. It's not jump scares. There is like a few jump scares and stuff. Like a jump. There's a few, not much. They don't rely heavily on jump scares. They just rely on the tension and the bond between the main characters, which I like, and I like that. Also, what I like about this is the acting is so good. I can tell, like, probably some of it was probably improvised, but the acting is so good. Like, I mean, it is so good. Like, I am not lying. It is good. This acting is amazing, especially from one of the main characters named Luke, who's played by Rafe Spall. He does a fantastic job. Also, the other characters have fantastic job as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is me rambling, I know, but I give this movie a full. I recommend it. I do, because honestly, it is so cool, and it has a story that you can easily follow. There is a lot of things, especially there's like a twist and turns one thing they think they're gonna end up there, but then they end up somewhere else, and it's like really twist and turny. And especially the ending, you'll realize that this ending, I think, because people didn't like the ending very much, I heard, but I liked the ending. I thought the ending definitely is really cool and definitely has something to say, if you know what I mean. Like, it's definitely one of those endings that you're gonna go, you're either gonna love it or hate it, and I love it. I liked how the way it ended. I thought it was pretty good, and you know, I thought, like, one of the characters' journeys that I really liked was Luke's. I liked how he dealt with guilt, and he felt guilty about something that happened, and it always carried around him. It always weighed on him, and yeah, you do come across that when you do see him throughout the film. You do see him in a stress situation, and you do in halfway through, spoilers, halfway through, you do see him take charge, and you do see him become this independent person. And then you do see him near the end of the film, you do see him a lot more stronger, and him facing what had happened and what he could have done, and he reacts on it, and does the deed, gets out, and he stands up to the creature. And yeah, it is so good. It is so good. This is a film, I think it's mainly about friendship, and also being, don't be too hard on yourself. You might have done something bad, but then, at the end of the day, it happened. You can't go back on it. You can't always be guilty of it happening. You've got to try and look forward, and that's what this film is. Like, this character's guilty for what he did, and he could have done something, but he always like, oh, I wish I did this. And in his playing back in his head, he had nightmares of it and stuff, and you could tell he was still. You could still witness him struggling, and his friends could see that as well. And yeah, they in the middle of the film, they do. One of them friends gets into a scuffle with him, and stuff like that. And I really like this film. Like, I thought it was really well done, and I think it was on like a lower budget as well, because I didn't see a lot of CGI. I saw some CGI, and it was freaking cool. Like, the CGI they used were fantastic, and like the creepy moments were creepy for the sake of being creepy, and I like that. And also I liked like it being in the wilderness, and then throw something else in, and yeah, oh boy, it is a fantastic film full of twists and turns. The acting's fantastic. The score is fantastic. And realizing it's based off a book is also kind of interesting, because it makes me want to go and read the book as well. Because the book I'm quite interested in, and I want to start reading, if you know what I mean. I think me getting the Ritual book, and I've got the DVD now, which is right here. This is based off a novel of the same name. And yeah, I felt that the director in this did a great job, and the executive producers and the acting, it was fantastic. Like, I know I've been rambling, but I can't just tell you how much this film is just absolutely, like, it's probably, if it was in 27, if I watched this in 2017, it would probably be one of my favorites. And right now, it is one of my favorite horror films that I've watched in recent and stuff like that. And I do recommend it. It is absolutely a thrill from start to finish. And the film is only like an hour, and it's like an hour, like, basically. It's like 90 minutes. It isn't that long. It's like an hour and a half or something. It's not that long, but it does the job. And it does, create, it does. Also, there's like some afterwards. It's a film you can talk about as well. You can talk about it to your friends. Like, some people are like, oh, I don't understand what happened in this movie, and you can go, okay, and it's like, it creates a discussion, and that's what this film does as well. The ending, people might not have got it, but I sort of do in a way. But like, there is like a bit of there's a bit of Norse mythology and hidden meanings that make the film more interesting, which I need to look into. I need to look into these interesting theories, interesting things behind the movie and that. And yeah, it's a story about friendship. It's about this, one of the people is ridden with guilt. He's going through guilt throughout this film. I really do like this film. Like, I really do. I thought it was absolutely, like, fantastic. Like, absolutely Sorry. Absolutely fantastic. Sorry I was going to get up then. But for now, that is it. I'm sorry I just got up then. I was about to go because I'm desperate for the loo. Pardon the pun. But I'm rating this film. I'm going to give this film an A star because I feel like I'm going to rate, I don't have a number for it, so I'm going to give it like an A star, which means 5. Because this film I just think is fantastic and it's British, and I'm happy it's British as well because you don't get a lot of British films, you know. You do get Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and stuff like that, but those are comedy horrors. Those are still great, but not like a properly fully fledged horror film. And I feel like this, it has suspense, horror, mystery, twists, and it has gore in as well, but not like, you know, gore for the sake of gore. It is gore that has a purpose, that has a meaning behind it, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, one scene, there's a robbery going on, spoilers, and, you know, something happens, and you do see, like, a bit of blood on a person, and you do realise, yeah, they do add, like, violence in it, but they don't go, like, heavily on the gore, and that's interesting in this film, and I think it does work well. When the gore is there, it works well. And when the effects are there, it works well as well. This movie is just a great watch. The acting's fantastic, especially from Rafe Spall. I think he did a fantastic job. This film is just a great film, and I definitely recommend you guys watching it and, you know, giving it a look-see. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. If it is your thing, then I think you should check it out. You can buy it on Amazon for £5, or you could rent it on Amazon Prime Video, or you could probably find it on, you know, PS4. And also, if you realise that it was on yesterday, you will find it on Channel 4, because it was on Channel 4, if you know what I mean. It was on Channel 4 yesterday, and that's how I watched it again. And it will be available for 7 days only, so I think you guys should get on it straight away if you want to. Not saying you have to, but you can. So I definitely think you guys should check it out. Sorry for the long ramble video. I know it's been like 12 minutes and 20 now, but I just want to get my thoughts out on here. This is like my video review. Yep, so I'm giving this film a 5 out of 5, which means I'm giving it an A star. I think it's actually a really great film, and I think you guys should check it out. So that is it for me for The Ritual. This is what it is. Fantastic film. Yeah, just check it out. Just, you know, give it a look-see. If it's not your thing, it's not your thing. Like, I keep rambling. I better cut this off. But The Ritual, great film. Think you guys should check it out. That is it for now, guys. See you guys in the next video review. Bye for now, guys. Bye-bye.